This is Bhavna, Polarity. So today we are going to discuss about the comparison between FreeRTOS and ThreadX RTOS. So I have listed out the contents which I'm going to explain you in the next few slides. First of all, we are going to learn about the introduction part, like how this was introduced. So firstly, what is the meaning of RTOS? So an operating system specifically built to manage tasks that must be finished within the time limitations is known as a real-time operating system. So what is the meaning of free RTOS? So it is one of the lightweight and adaptable RTOS which is specifically designed for the embedded systems, which is called free RTOS, and it is open source and easy to download and easy to learn, and it's easy to use in the current applications. And let's learn about the ThreadX. So ThreadX is one of the commercial application, which is a commercial RTOS created by Azure, and it is renamed. I mean, it is widely used because of its excellent performance and sophisticated features and the scalability. Let's go and talk about the goals and purposes. So, given embedded systems are very simple frameworks, and these are currently used for the effective task management applications where time is very crucial and safety is also main part of this. This RTOS provides development kits and also provides good tools for debugging, and also it provides user-friendly APIs to streamline for the development process. Let's go and learn about history of free RTOS. So this free RTOS was initially developed in 2003 by Richard Barry and Real Time Engineers Limited, which is a company which took the charge of this free RTOS, and then it was purchased by Amazon Web Services, which is AWS in 2017. Sorry, and also AWS changed the license from GPL to MIT, and this free RTOS is mostly written in C, so it is very user friendly and very easy to learn and very easy to use. Next, we are going to learn about the history of ThreadX RTOS. So this ThreadX RTOS was initially developed in 1990s by William Lamey, who is also the author of Nucleus RTOS, and it was initially developed and marketed by Express Logic. After that, Azure RTOS renamed this. After this, Microsoft purchased this in 2019, and this was renamed to Azure RTOS. And this Thread RTOS is widely used in many other applications. Let's learn about the evaluation of free RTOS. So, as I discussed, it was initially developed by Richard Barry in 2003, and in 2009, with an increasing user base, free RTOS is one of the widely used RTOSs in the market. Free RTOS was purchased by Amazon in 2017 and incorporated into AWS IoT network. In 2018, Amazon Free RTOS with the cloud connectivity features was released. And in 2020, SMP, which is a symmetric multiprocessing functionality, was added to kernel version 10. Let's go and talk about the evaluation of ThreadX RTOS. In 1997, it was developed and introduced by Express Logic. In 2003, there was a significant milestone which it is reached by deploying more than 300 million devices across multiple platforms. And in 2006, there were two safety crucial standards certified, which are IEC 61508 and DO 178B. And in 2016, it achieved 6.2 billion deployments, establishing itself as a leader in the embedded and Internet of Things applications. In 2019, Microsoft purchased and it was renamed to Azure RTOS. And in 2021, ThreadX joined Azure RTOS and expanded its support for the cloud based IoT solutions. Let's talk about the hardware platforms which are currently getting used by free RTOS and ThreadX RTOS. There were multiple applications which is like Texas Instruments and also Xilinx ZNQ 7000, and also we have Cortex M, Cortex A families, and also we have the lower power battery operated MSP 430 F5XX, and we have like Cortex M, Cortex A LPC families, and also we have ARM families, and also we have families of ARM 7 and ARM 9. Let's talk about the comparisons. First, talk about the FreeRTOS. With a simple task management and the time-based scheduling features, FreeRTOS is one of the open source RTOS licensed under the MIT. This is perfect for small resource constrained devices such as Internet of Things systems. It is very adaptable for embedded applications because it supports more than 40 architectures, including RASC-V and ARM Cortex M families. Let's go and talk about the ThreadX RTOS. Although supports high-end hardware such as CPUs and ARM, Cortex M or A families, it necessitates an understanding of complex ideas and has the backing of Microsoft and Eclipse Foundation. It has a low latency and dependability are guaranteed by its sophisticated features which includes event chaining and the priority inheritance. So let's now talk about the user critics. Free RTOS, I mean the positives and negatives of this both the RTOS. The positives for the free RTOS is this is well documented and it is lightweight and it is very portable and it's very simple to use. And it is versatile since it supports large varieties of hardware platforms. And also let's go and talk about the positives of ThreadX. So it has outstanding functionality, cutting edge features, and the dependability for important applications. It supports robustness for synchronization tools like mutexes and semaphores as well as multi-threading. Let's go and talk about the negatives of free RTOS. So the negatives for this free RTOS is limited advanced features compared to commercial RTOS options and not ideal for the complex and safety crucial systems. Debugging tools are less in this free RTOS, whereas in ThreadX RTOS it has sophisticated features and it has more developing tools and more debugging tools, and it is good for the safety crucial systems. Let's talk about the cost and complexity here. I have given it in the table for the better understanding. So, for example, so for free RTOS, the licensing is very open source. As I told you, it is open source and we can easily download it and we can easily use it. For ThreadX, it's a commercial one and we have to pay the fee only for the licensing part. So I have included in the cost section. The cost is free RTOS, and the cost is only for the licensing for ThreadX RTOS. ThreadX is having higher complexity when compared to free RTOS, and ThreadX is very complex and it takes longer time to learn when we compare it with the free RTOS. And ThreadX has advanced uses for the by using the debugging tools, and whereas free RTOS is currently used for the basic usage. Let's go and talk about the advantages and disadvantages. So for the free RTOS, let's talk about the pros. It is a lightweight and open source, and it is easy to use with a simple APIs, and it supports for 40 plus architectures, ideal for the IoT and embedded systems. Let's talk about the pros for the ThreadX, which is a high performance with advanced features like event chaining and reliable for crucial applications like automotive and medical. And ThreadX is now open source under the Eclipse Foundation. Now let's talk about the cons of this free RTOS, which has the limited advanced features for the complex systems and debugging tools are very less, and which is not suited for the high performance or safety crucial applications. Whereas ThreadX is which has the larger learning curve for the beginners. As I said, for beginners, it's very tough to understand the ThreadX until they know the fundamentals of ThreadX. Complexity can be overkill the simple projects, and also it has many tools which may involve cost cost despite being open source, as it has many debugging tools which needs cost cutting. So whenever someone needs to download any debugging tool, they need to pay for it. Let's talk about companies currently involved. So I can see there were like multiple companies currently using this free RTOS in their IoT applications or medical applications or any semiconductor development applications. So there were like few companies, Amazon, which is currently using to integrate the AWS to IoT. And also we also have the Microsoft, where it is utilized in the IoT edge devices. We have Qualcomm, we have Samsung, and also we have Bosch, and also we have Honeywell, where these RTOS are getting used to develop the medical applications and many IoT devices. Let's talk about the future trends of this RTOS. Increase the IoT adoption. And also, by enabling smarter and more connected devices, both RTOS are anticipated to be essential, the extending their development into the IoT, and also improved cloud integration. In the future, it's going to integrate everything into the AWS, and also and also it has more security, and also it is more open source. Currently, if you see, some of the debugging tools need a cost, so they might be increasing the downloading improvements, but in the cost wise, it's gonna decrease the cost. Let's go to the conclusion. The Internet of Things and small computers are compatible with real-time operating systems such as ThreadX and FreeRTOS. FreeRTOS is a popular because it is a small, free, and has a strong community behind it. It is simple and offers you the options. However, because it completes tasks swiftly and consistently, ThreadX, a corporate RTOS, it is superior. For a long time, people have had the opportunity to develop to rely on performance in the real time and manage the resources effectively. It took a lot of research to figure out how to integrate free RTOS with cloud services like AWS. So I have attached the references from where I have got the information. And thank you so much for listening.